So students, in last we have studied gastrulation. Today the next step we are going to study, that is parturition. Now in gastrulation we have studied that there is a foetal development, full foetal development or organs. There is also organogenesis in that particular child, and there is a full development of the foetus. Then after that we have seen the trimesters, three trimesters in which there is the development of that particular foetus. Now today we are going to learn about the parturition. Parturition is a process in which the child is delivered outside. Child is delivered outside. That is called as parturition. But in this, it is not simple process. It is not a simple process in which, in this particular process, there is also physical activities occurring. There is also effect of hormones, and due to this collective effect of abdominal contraction, uterine contraction, effect of hormones, effect of the organs related to reproduction, all these affect, collectively affect, and there is a birth of the child. There is the birth of the child, and this birth of the child is known as what? Parturition. So in parturition, what happens? There are physical activities. There are physical activities of abdomen, then uterine, then there is also dilation of cervix, and passage of child. And all these activities, these physical activities, these are contractions. These physical activities are called as labor. These physical activities are all called as, collectively called as labor. And when there is a localized sensation or discomfort in the abdomen, when there is a localized sensation or discomfort in the abdomen, or there is agony in the abdomen, then that is called as what? Labor pain. That is called as labor pain, and this labor pain is must for the parturition. This labor pain is must for the parturition process, and in this parturition process it is controlled by neuroendocrine system. Neuroendocrine system. Because if you see in this parturition process, the pituitary gland and adrenal gland has an effect, has a role in this parturition process. So, and we see that nervous system, our nervous system is affecting when there is a, we get a sensation. We get a sensation or certain results or certain reactions are given by our body by tingling any sensation. So in this system, in this parturition process, neuroendocrine system has a more role. What happens? When the foetus fully develops, this fully developed foetus gives signals to pituitary gland, then to adrenal gland. This pituitary gland secretes ACTH. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. ACTH means what? Adrenocorticotropic hormone. This is secreted by pituitary gland, pituitary gland. And second hormone is secreted. This is corticosteroids. Corticosteroids. This is secreted by adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. We know that adrenal glands are situated on the top of the kidneys. So these both glands secretes these hormones, ACTH and corticosteroids, and this hormone triggers pituitary gland to secrete oxytocin. This hormone triggers or gives stimulation to pituitary gland. And anterior pituitary gland secretes oxytocin, and this oxytocin is very much because it increases uterine contraction, abdominal contraction, so as to that baby is pushed towards the cervix, mouth of the cervix. This baby is pushed towards the mouth of the cervix, and this step, this expulsion, baby expulsion from the cervical canal, this happens in 3 steps. There are mainly 3 steps. First step is dilation step. Second is expulsion step. And third is afterbirth. And third is the afterbirth stage. So there are 3 steps in it. Dilation. In dilation, what happens? Due to the uterine contraction, due to the effect of the oxytocin, the uterine contraction becomes it increases, and due to this there is a stimulative reflex created, and the baby is held forward. It is pushed forward towards the cervical mouth, and the head of the baby lies. It comes to lie against in cervix. It comes near to the cervix or in the mouth of the cervix, and the cervix get dilated. Now cervix dilated, there is an effect of the hormone known as relaxin. This relaxin hormone has a role in the dilation of cervix. Dilation means that part somewhat get loose. That part size increases. Suppose there is a gap. That gap increases in size. That is called as dilation. And due to this dilation, the vagina, due to the effect of this, vagina also get dilated. And this process lasts up to few hours. And in this process, then there is a rupturing of the amniotic membrane. There is a rupturing of amniotic membrane. We have learned in the particular gastrulation stage that in the amniotic cavity, this child is here. This is cavity, and in this cavity there is a fluid. In this cavity there is a fluid here, and this fluid comes out means this membrane, amniotic membrane, that is what we call it as chorion and amnion. This amniotic, there are two membranes to this amniotic cavity. There is amnion and chorion. These membranes get ruptured, and after rupturing, this fluid is given out through cervix and vagina, and there is a smooth passage for this baby. There is a smooth passage for this baby, means their lubrication. What happens? Lubrication is there. Lubrication due to what? Amniotic fluid. Due to amniotic fluid, there is a lubrication. And before the baby comes out, there is a breaking or rupturing of this amniotic membrane, and the fluid is given out, fluid is released, and this lubricates the channel of vagina and cervix. This lubricates the channel of vagina and cervix. So, in dilation stage, there is a dilation of what? Cervix, and there is a dilation of vagina due to the effect of the which hormone? Relaxin hormone. Then, second stage, expulsion stage. Expulsion means to give out. Expulsion means to give out. So, in expulsion stage, what happens? Uterine and abdominal contraction. It increases and increases. It gets stronger, and fetus moves out through the cervix. What happens? This uterine contraction gets stronger and stronger, and due to this effect, what happens? The baby's head or baby comes out through the passage of cervix and through the passage of vagina, through the passage of cervix and vagina, and the head is at the forward direction. Head is at the forward direction. In some cases, in exceptional cases, the legs are at forward direction. But it happens very minorly. This happens only minorly. In majority cases, the head is at the forward position and legs are at the behind. First of all, the head comes out of the cervix and vagina, and this process of coming out through the babies coming out through the cervix and vagina, that is called as what? Expulsion. And this expulsion is the effect, collective effect of the abdominal and uterine contraction. Of the uterine contraction and the dilation of cervix and dilation of vagina. So this expulsion stage heads or lasts for 20 to 60 minutes. 20 to 60 minutes. 60 minutes. So in this period, this process is completed, and after the baby comes out, the umbilical cords are cut. Umbilical cord are cut. The baby head of the navel position of the baby, the umbilical cord is cut, and it is sealed down there. So after that, third stage we will learn, that is afterbirth. Now baby is come out, umbilical cord is cut. Now afterbirth, what happens? The placenta, which is present in the abdomen or the uterine cavity of the mother, this placenta separates from the uterine wall of the mother, and this placenta with umbilical cord remain are expelled out through the uterine contraction, and the abdominal contraction gets stronger. Vigorous pain is there. Vigorous labor pain is there, and these are thrown down or these are expelled down, and that is called as what? Afterbirth. What happens? Placenta will remain part of umbilical cord, are expelled in this stage. So in this way, these three steps are completed. In this way, these three stages are completed. Then we will see the next process, lactation. We will see the next process, that is lactation. Now what happens in lactation? After the birth of the child, the mammary glands which are present in breast get stimulation, and there is a ejection, there is a formation of milk there. Mammary glands of female produces milk at the end of the pregnancy, and that is called as what? Lactation. And this is due to the prolactin. This is due to the effect of prolactin hormone. Ejection or production of milk by mammary glands of mother after pregnancy or after delivery. That is called as what? Lactation. And mainly in lactation, this occurs due to the effect of prolactin hormone. Which hormone? Prolactin hormone has an effect to produce milk. And due to this, first of all, if you see that the first milk which is produced by the mother, that milk is called as colostrum. And this colostrum consists of lactose. Means this is the due to this colostrum or this milk provides nutrition, but colostrum is rich in antibodies. And there is also lactose present in this milk. Then proteins are present in this milk. They both give nutrition. These both give nutrition to baby. But antibodies increases immunity of baby. Immunity of baby. This is the main point here. Means there is a odd thinking of mothers that first milk produced from first day to third day they are not giving to the child, but that is the odd thinking. First milk of mother should be definitely, and it is a must thing, that has to be given to the baby, because it is rich in antibody, and this antibody increases the immunity of that particular baby. The immunity of the particular baby, it increases, and it provides resistance to various diseases which are going to attack their baby. So this is lactation, production of milk by the mother, by the mammary glands of mother, that is called as lactation, and it is very important process. And due to this lactation, what happens? There is a nutrition provided to the baby, and also there is due to the lactation or due to the first 2 to 3 days, a colostrum milk is produced, that is called as colostrum, and this colostrum is rich in lactose proteins and also antibodies, and these antibodies, what they give, they increases the immunity of the child to the various diseases. And the lactose and proteins provides nutrition to the baby. Then next point we will learn reproductive health. So in reproductive health, our World Health Organization WHO, which is controlled by the Union of many countries, UNESCO. The WHO has given one definition that what is reproductive health? What is reproductive health? Well-being in all aspects of reproduction, its emotional, its behavioral and social aspect and physical aspect. All these aspects if the particular woman is very good. Its emotional aspect is also good, behavioral aspect is also good, then social aspect is also good, physical aspect is also good. Then we can say that that particular woman has a good reproductive health. Good reproductive health means well-being in all aspects, such as what? Reproductive aspect, then emotional, then physical, then social well-being. Then we can say that the reproductive health of that particular woman is good. And for this process, an institute or an organization is formed by our government, that is called as RCH. That is called as RCH, Reproductive and Child Health Care. This long form is Reproductive and Child Health Care Organization. RCH program. This is a program taken out by our government regarding the health of the baby also and regarding the health of the mother also. So, if you see the goals of this, RCH, goals of the RCH program. First goal is that there should be awareness related to reproduction. Awareness in people, awareness in mothers, awareness in the family, so that the reproductive health of the mother should be very good. Reproductive health of the mother should be very good. So there is a awareness brought by this program. There is a goal kept in front of this RCH program that there should be awareness related to reproduction. Then it provides facilities to improve reproductive health. Facilities to provide reproductive health. Then it provides support for building up reproductive healthy society. Provide reproductive building healthy society. We see for these goals, many programs are taken by the government on the village, on the ground stage, and in this they provide nutritious material also, they provide many immunization programs also. So there is a care taken by this, and it is a goal of the RCH that the healthy society should be produced. and so that the birth, so that the child which is takes birth in this on this earth or in this country should be, his health should be very good or in proper state. Then the next goal we will see that to reduce the infertility rate, then infant mortality rate, and then maternal mortality rate, reduced rate of infertility. Now, what is infertility? A woman or a human being which does not have an ability in related to women, we can say a woman which does not have an ability to help a child in his womb or in his reproductive organ, then it is called as infertility. Or if suppose if you see in the men, then we can say that a man which cannot produce sperm is also called as infertile. So rate of infertility should be reduced, and it is the goal of the RCA. Then again the rate of mortality, child mortality also is taken into account. Reduced rate of child mortality, reduced rate of maternal mortality, means mother mortality. Now, what is mortality? The death rate which occurs in particular population, then that is called as what? Mortality. That is called as what? Mortality. Child mortality, when child if you study in India, there is a more child mortality because some mothers or some in some religions there is a not awareness about how we should take care of the baby, or in some religions the marriages occurs in the early ages, and so the woman is not ready to bear the child. At least the child bearing period should be above 20, but these women below 20 bear the child, and there are these problems of child mortality, and also there is a problem of maternal mortality. There is also problem of maternal mortality. So, these are the goals of the RCA, and with the help of RCA, many more results we can get, and RCA achieves its goal by various processes. And RCA can achieve these goals by taking many cares. We will see the first point in it, that there should be a sex education by providing the sex education. RCH brings awareness. I will give you an example that government of India has a law that the child, the female should be married after 18 and male should be married after 21 years. It is a must thing in our law. If it is not obeyed by the people, then there is a arrest of this particular couples. So and their parents are also arrested. So by this sex education, there is a information given to the many people that how there should be a care, what should be the age, how they should take care. So sex education is there. Then through the audio visual, print media, through media, information is given to people, or peoples are in people there is a awareness. There are many more advertisements given in the TV channels or in the print media, in the audio program, then on visual program. The government gives information. Government tries to tell the people how they should take care. So this media also has a very much role in achieving the goals given by the RCH. Then care of the pregnant women and breastfeeding, caring of pregnant women and importance of breastfeeding. Regarding this breastfeeding, the people are made aware that breastfeeding is the must thing, at least for the 1 year. At least for 1 year, the child should be breastfed so as they can get more nutrition and overall nutrition through the mother milk. So breastfeeding, then pregnant women, what should be given for the nutrition of the foetus, how the health care should be taken by the mother. This all awareness is brought by this program. Then the next point, then awareness about the problems like large population, sex abuse, then sex crime, Then awareness is brought about the population, large population. If you see in India, there is a law that each couple should bear only 2 children. But if you see in India, due to many religious problems, a family can produce more than 2 children. Some have more than 2, they are about 4, 6, 12. So it increases because there is a geometric proportion, and due to each population increases, and due to the population increase, there is no increment in the area of the India, but population increases and there is a stress on all the resources, natural resources which are there present. There is a stress on it, and due to this increased population, many problems are there. There is also problems. There is also awareness brought about by the sex abuse. Then sex crimes are there, and due to this awareness, many more female childs are saved by this program, RCH program. Then there is a awareness in diagnosis, because if you see by many techniques present in medical sector, through amniocentesis, sex determination can be done, and due to the sex determination, the proportion of the male child increases and proportion of the female child increases, and if you see in India, there is some proportion is disturbed, and due to which the male child does not they does not get married due to the less female child. So the proportion is maintained, and so aminosynthesis is banned in India. There is a minimum strict law about the aminosynthesis. So awareness should be brought so that less and less women or less and less families can do aminosynthesis or determination of childbirth should be stopped. Then child immunization programs are held by our government by this program, and due to which less and less diseases are attacking this child, and child does not get death, or the mortality rate of child is decreased due to the immunization program. Then educating couples to reduce mortality of child and mother. Couples should be given or awareness is brought in the couples, and education is given to the couples. And in our education system, there is a knowledge given to the male child or female child regarding the how they should take care of the mothers, how they should take care of the child. So these are the achievements brought about by the RCH program. So thanks. We will take the next part tomorrow.